What's up? It's LSD and Ian Videos. My name is Luke.
Ian, I'm Dominic.
And today we're going to see what people think the American dream is.
The American dream is considered an opportunity for success, and according to Adams, success is earning money. For others, success is all about family and happiness. The American dream is still alive, it just depends on how you define it. For me, the American dream is about success in terms of what you wish for. Compared to many other countries in the world, America is a place where you have opportunity to determine your own success. The American dream is also about getting an education, building a family, and to reach happiness and the satisfaction that comes with. In fact, it has a different meaning for each of us, but I'm sure we can all agree that the American dream includes hope for a richer life with freedom and opportunity. The only way to get this opportunity is for the dream to be realistic. Luckily for us, our founding fathers gave us land for freedom to do anything we want. Many people define the dream today as being able to pay off your student loans or your bills. However, according to most 20 to 30-year-olds, it is not 2 kids, a dog, a picket fence, and a house in the suburbs. Instead, it is focused on eliminating worries rather than providing comforts. Today's American dream is being able to graduate from college with minimal debt, secure a job in your field that has benefits, and being able to afford healthcare costs, and still live a comfortable life. The American dream still exists, but has taken on a new form. However, no matter which perspective you look at it, America today is always focused on money.
I think the American dream is that people can make themselves successful. So like if somebody's struggling somewhere else and they move to America, then they can work hard to gain success. And so basically your success is built on your own work.
Me is equality for everyone, basically, yeah.
Is something that our forefathers put in the Declaration of Independence, which was life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. And I'm just thankful that I have the liberty to worship my God how I want to take different political views, and do all those things without anybody interfering.
The American dream to me is to be rich, famous, and travel the world.
Freedom and the right to excel at whatever you are the most adept at excelling at, and just the American dream is becoming the best that you can possibly be.
In the early stages, around the 1920s, the American dream was centered around materialism. Materialism is caring about possessions more than spiritual values. So back in the 1920s, most people's idea of the American dream was centered around wanting possessions and money. Back then, the American dream was more centered towards the things people bought instead of being focused on oneself or others. Before the 1920s, the idea of the American dream was to build a better life for yourself and for your family, but that idea slowly changed into a more greedy one. In the 1920s, people competed for who had the best car or the best party instead of caring about moral values. At this time, people wanted to be the higher class and the top of the social rank. These people felt that being popular and wealthy was the real American dream. They felt that materialism was the key to success and fame.
American dream has changed in recent years just on all the polarization that we've seen in politics, and people have tried to twist the truth and really put pressure on people just for having certain thoughts or opinions.
Personally, I do not feel like the American dream has changed.
Do I think the American dream has changed? No, everyone wants to be rich, everyone wants to be famous, everyone wants to travel the world. So, no, it's a goal for everyone.
Yes, I think as a younger person, we had more opportunities and more. It's gotten a little bit stratified these days, and that wasn't the way it was when I was young. So I do worry about the people who are coming up through the channels today.
Research shows that poor people in the U.S. are 20 times less likely to believe that hard work will get them ahead in their Latin American counterparts, with white Americans particularly pessimistic. What is driving their despair? The United States has had a long-held reputation for exceptional tolerance of income inequality, explained by its high levels of social mobility. This combination underpins the American dream, initially conceived by Thomas Jefferson as each citizen's right to pursue the pursuit of life, liberty, and happiness. This dream is not guaranteed outcomes, of course, but the pursuit of opportunities. The dream found a persona in the fictional characters of the 19th century writer Horatio Alger Jr., in which young working-class protagonists go from rags to riches, or at least become middle class, in part due to entrepreneurial spirit and hard work. Yet the opportunity to live the American dream is much less widely shared today than it was several decades ago. While 90% of children born in 1940 ended up higher ranks than the income distribution of their parents, only 40% of those born in 1980 have done so.
Yes, somewhat. I have aged, obviously, by my color of my hair and that kind of things, and I've had a lot of disappointments in my life, but I'm very glad that I live here in the United States of America.
I think I am living the American dream because to achieve success, I have the opportunity to put in the work in order to achieve the dream that I want to have.
I believe I am living the American dream as it was intended by our forefathers, and I have the freedom to do what I want, to pursue the things within a lawful manner that I deem important to me, to go to a place of worship and worship freely.
Am I living the American dream right now?
Yes.
No, I'm not living the American dream right now, but I'm working toward living the American dream.
I honestly do feel like I'm living the American dream.
Over the years, the American dream continues to change more and more, generation after generation. In the earlier ages, people considered the American dream about freedom, equality, or even a dream of social order. Now people consider their American dream being famous, being financially independent, owning the next iPhone, or even having the nicest car. Before technology, people did not care much for any new phones or laptops or any tablets. But when the technology hit in the 90s, it began to heavily influence the American dream. Later, in 2000s, during the crash of the economy, the American dream shifted towards the idea of financial security versus gaining more things. Today, the American dream focuses more on innovation, inclusion, and opportunity. Alvin Garcia, a marketing apprentice at Fueled, states, "This dream aspires to solve complex problems with technology rather than use technology to keep things moving like in the industrial age." Another person named Miguel Suro, a licensed attorney in Florida and a personal finance blogger, believed the American dream has changed in two main ways. He believes it is harder to achieve and the goals are different. Suro says the main culprit here seems to be technology and the round-the-clock work culture it has created. I believe the American dream will continue to change drastically as people continue to have different interests into different things.
I really hope it doesn't. I hope that as we look to the future that we will really respect one another's views and listen to one another and come to the conclusions that benefit Americans as a whole.
The American dream possibly will change in the future, yes.
Okay, perfect.
I think it will change because as time passes, like values change, and so in America that probably won't be any different. As America grows as a country, what it's defined by is going to change.
I don't think the American dream will change.